Right. Yeah. There's this temptation I found in talking to now how this a little over 3 months, right, of build starting to build North America and talking to so many different planners, right, who the temptation is like when Delta came out, they just wanted to be like, I want to shift it from an in-person to a hybrid, and it's just like it's not that simple, right? So I feel like the onus is on us to talk through how do you treat the virtual attendee, embracing the fact that virtual is going to be different. It just is.
And there's a lot of
right.
platforms that have that virtual, that online element, and they're going, great, we're going hybrid now, and you guys have probably come across this. And the partner goes, oh, we don't have an app, but they can just log in on a website. It's like, well, it's not going to be a seamless experience. It's not going to be connecting them properly. They're going to be on their mobile phone. They're going to be on the cell phone. What's that going to be like if they're doing it through a website in their web browser on the cell phone? It's not the same experience. It's got to be more, it's not going to have notifications and things they expect to be on their cell phone. They're going to expect more prompts and more things like that. And I think you've got to be able to find that thing that's going to cover those bases when you go, oh God, we've got to go all virtual, we've got to go hybrid, or not be 6 months into the project and realize that the partners you've chosen can't deliver that.
Well, and I think that's so important, Oliver, because I think, a lot of what I hear you saying, and, again, on also talking with other planners and lots of collaboration happening right now, is that we really have to meet people where they're at and meet where their objectives are going. To your point, like, the mobile app is probably a huge, it is a feature that, for hybrid right now, that, like you were saying, that delegate who now is watching it from their phone, maybe by the pool instead of in the space. They still want to be there. They still want to connect with people, and I even take this beyond just pandemic. Like, let's take that part out of it. I think there's an opportunity here that we have also created based on personality type, learning styles, etc. Because some people are very introverted or don't like crowds, etc. Now we have created an opportunity to still be able to extend an experience to them, to be able to learn, to be able to embrace that, and some people are shy away. They don't want to say that, but like, I think it's great. Like, y'all know me very well. I'm pretty extroverted, but at the same time, at the end of the day, there are so many times I want to have some very introverted moments. And that for me personally, just using myself as the example, is when I want to sit and like learn. That's where I want to get on demand. That's where I am researching and looking at stuff and trends and etc. So I think, meeting people where they're at and understanding learning styles is something that is a big shift or more of a focus that needs to happen as we're planning these hybrids, because it's a part of how does the content get delivered? Is the mobile app the right decision? Is the platform the right decision? Is Zoom the right decision? Yeah. And there's so many opportunities and options right now, right? But what is the best for the attendee? Not even just the planner and the tech team, but what is the best experience for the attendee?
And then you've got the sponsors, of course. So the other thing I was going to say is when you're trying to recreate that live experience, in-person experience online, it's very different, because if you've got an online delegate that wants to know something about a speaker or a sponsor, they just go to their page or their booth or whatever online, don't they? Nice and easy. In person, they're more likely to go up and talk to someone at the stand. In person, they're more likely to want to swap details, which they can do through their app or whatever. It's a completely... They've got shared sort of ecosystems, and like ours is all powered by one thing, but then there's certain things on the app that are relevant only to that individual, as opposed to online. It's a totally different thing they're trying to do. And I think that's the hard thing for people to get their heads around sometimes.
You know what's fascinating? So the first poll we did today for the event was, what types of events are you working on? Right? Is it face-to-face only, hybrid only, virtual only, or all of the above? 75% said all of the above. Nobody said face-to-face only.